everybody. It's Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Oops, didn't want to hit that one. I want to hit that one. Joining me, of course, is our co-host, Stephen Lewis. Dale, the producer in the studio. Today's guests drives the number 27 NOSA Sprint car. Weston Olson got his first win a couple of weeks ago. And as I promoted him this morning, NOSA Legend, Wade Nygaard in the studio. Like that, Legend? Also, Weston's dad, Jason, is here. We got a whole studio full. And again, some of our sponsors tonight. Napa Auto Parts on South Washington Street in Grand Forks.
This is Adam Gable, your local Napa Auto Parts store owner in Grand Forks. Coming up this Tuesday, July 22nd, Napa Auto Parts in Grand Forks is hosting a customer appreciation celebration. Join us for a free pulled pork lunch from 11:30 to 1, along with some great giveaways too. During our customer appreciation celebration, Napa in Grand Forks will have great specials on tools, equipment, and other items, including Milwaukee power tools. Don't miss our customer appreciation event Tuesday, July 22nd at Napa Auto Parts in Grand Forks.
Tell you what, quickly before we get going, make sure to join Grand Forks Best Source Saturday, July 26th for the all-school reunion in Reynolds. We're going to be there for the big car show. They've got that antique tractor ride, street dance, and more. I tell you what, the small towns, especially like Reynolds, they do it upright. Make sure to stop into Reynolds Saturday, July 26th, or you can catch it. We'll be broadcasting a lot of the stuff here on Grand Forks Best Source, all right? If you have any questions or comments for myself, Wade, Weston, Jason, Stephen, Dale, it doesn't matter. Feel free to call or text 701-213-0863, 701-213-0863. They're already texting. Of course, Nick Curtis, first one, good morning. Corey Litton, woo! Knew Wade was a surprise guest, Amanda Joe. I knew Wade was a surprise guest. NOSA Legend, LOL. Just like I said, NOSA Legend. Oh,
I knew Amber Enright would be excited about that.
Oh, absolutely. So. Hey, before we get going, let's do it our daily segment called Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. Here we go, Jokes My Neighbor Tells Me. You know what I think of a NASCAR fan? NASCAR? The image that comes to mind is probably that of a brutish, beer-guzzling, loudmouth, hairy, unwashed, unshaven redneck. And her husband. Or maybe we should... There we go. All right, let's do this first. We'll do our track schedules, Dirty Thursday track schedules, brought to you by Forks Karting Association. You can watch the karts race Wednesday nights at Forks Karting Speedway at the Grand Forks Fairgrounds. Find out more by going to forkskartingassociation.com. Of course, we've got the big King of the Wings going on. It kicks off tonight, Norman County Raceway in Ada. You'll get the MSTS Sprint cars, the IMCA Sprint cars, the NLSA Lightning Sprints. And, of course, NOSA guys are going to be there. The same thing for tomorrow night here, River City Speedway, Buffalo Wild Wings, King of the Wings. We got the same things, NOSA versus the MSI or MSTS, the 305s. What else we got? Wingless and Lightning Sprints, all here tomorrow night. Red River Valley Speedway, they're going to run their regular show tomorrow night. The NLRA late models are also there with the mods, the stocks, the sports mods, the hobby stocks, and the INX Legends. And then Saturday, they get their chance at the King of the Wings. It's also Hall of Fame night, so that'll be going on Friday and Saturday at Red River Valley Speedway in Fargo. Devil's Lake this weekend, NLRA Late Model Special, plus Midwest Mods, Street Stocks, and Pure Stocks. Dale, of course, will be there. Greenbush has got the, it's a regular season race. It'll have mods, Midwest Mods, Street Stocks, Pure Stocks, 4-cylinders, and Mod 4s. And there you go. That is your race schedule, brought to you by Forks Karting Association. Dale, let's do a quick update. Forks Karting last night here at Forks Karting Speedway. How'd that go?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, had a couple scary red flag conditions there, but both drivers, Kyle Jarvis, Kylie Martinson, okay. Kyle Jarvis even made back for the future, but yeah, it was a little scary in the moment there, but glad to see both drivers all right. But as far as the racing goes, a couple interesting winners want to make sure to highlight. A couple siblings, a couple brothers winning with Reed Thompson getting his first ever feature win for the novice rookies, and Ryland Thompson getting his second or third win there for the Junior 1 wing cart. It's big ups to them. Then also a father-son winning duo as well. Nash Blasky just continues to rock and roll for the Junior 1s, getting another feature win. And then his dad, Nate Blasky, making a special return guest driving Craig Mackhart's cart for the Masters class, picking up the win there, and had a fun father-son duo interview with them afterwards. Check that out. Just some of the racing going on. You can find each and every Wednesday through August at 7 p.m. at Forks Karting Speedway.
Ended Mike Willerell's streak at 3 there.
Yeah.
Blasky did.
Yeah,
So
they had a nice little streak there going. Yeah. But James Mackhart continuing the streak as well. Yeah, a lot of great racing going on. Still another month of the season to go.
All right. Thank you very much, Dale. There you go. That's your Forks Karting Association update. How you doing?
yeah, doing all right.
Back to the Canadian headwear. Headgear, I see that. Have you been soaking it up the off season? Isn't it kind of nice to not worry about hockey for a while?
Well, yeah. When you never win and you lose again, it's nice to have it over with. I guess, so.
Yeah, and then there's some people here that play hockey all year long, and I know how that goes too. We're gonna go around the track here. We're gonna go around the table here and talk a little bit about these guys and find out. We'll pick their brains first off. We're gonna go to my left. Drives the number 27, Weston Olson, the Buffalo Wild Wings NOSA Sprint car. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having us.
Nervous? Or are you doing okay?
I'm all right.
Yeah, I absolutely love the shirt, by the way. I really like that. That's all right. I want to know a little bit about you. Tell me about yourself, Weston Olson.
17 from Warren, Minnesota, and drive the 27 sprint car and play some sports.
Now, you play baseball and hockey.
Baseball, hockey, and football.
Oh, it's worth a round right there. And you're actually missing first game of the tournament tonight for baseball because, well, you got to go racing.
That's right.
Wow.
Yep.
And plans for after school?
Not too sure yet.
You want to keep doing sports, or are you going to go towards the racing thing?
If I get the opportunity to play sports, I might do that, but I'd like to continue racing.
How would you get your start in racing?
My dad raced a pier stock and found the go-karts and got a go-kart. And
It's quite a jump from go-karts to sprint cars. How did that all happen?
Well,
Dad won the lottery or what?
yeah. No, we jumped into a lightning sprint after the go-karts, and we just went from there. Got a little 410 and started racing 410s, I guess.
Yeah, the Adams boys actually kind of got us into our first 410.
Oh, is that right?
Jordan Adams, yeah,
Okay. When he was getting out, you guys were just getting in.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. He gave us a smoking deal on that Dash 12 and kind of got us our start there. So that was pretty neat.
You know, it's funny how we talk about some of these sprint car teams, how they get their start, and they'll say, well, you know, I'm kind of getting out of it now. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm just going to get rid of a few things. And then somebody makes you an offer that says, I'll take it all. And the next thing you know, it's all gone, and we got somebody else driving it. But
Well, it's kind of funny. The Adams family trip to go look at a lawnmower that turned into a sprint car turned into you guys. So it's kind of kind of passing it down.
absolutely. Eric says, really missed 9N out there. Let's go Weston from Brent Olson. Brent Olson, that sounds like a Thief River Falls name if it's the same one I know. Good day, gentlemen, using that term very loosely. From Dwight. Big weekend for Superior Customs as we start our inaugural Speed Week. Lots of great sponsors on board these next 4 days to get an impressive purse for our drivers. Now, I want to go back to you for just a second. Going from lightning sprints to 410s, I mean, you made we hear about it all the time. Guys riding go-karts, driving go-karts, racing karts, and they go right to a sprint car. I mean, you can imagine what the jump is like. But what was it like going from karts to lightning sprints to the big ones?
Going from the cars to the lightning sprints, it was just really the power. Just going from the go-kart, it's a lot snappier. And then going from the lightning sprint to the 410, it's a lot snappier. So it's and the steering it's like a lightning sprint. It's almost driving a go-kart.
Yeah. Have you ever tried anything without a wing?
I have not.
So I heard they're just a lot harder to drive. I don't know. But and then I wanted to ask you this. How the hell did you get the Legend over here to help you guys out and be a part of your team?
So first night, test and tune and forks, we were just trying to figure some stuff out, and Amanda introduced us to him, and we got his contact and started talking to him.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
The rest is history. Why don't you slide your mic over to him for a second here. Here we go with the Legend, the 9N, Wade Nygaard. Point that thing right at your face. You can move it all year round. See, that's why I do it like this, to hide all this shit here.
Hide the grays.
How have you been?
Pretty good.
Yeah, yep. Keep him busy.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of nice when you can go to work in shorts, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Has the rain, have we had enough? I mean, what's your biggest issue this year with the yard so far?
Well, it's been perfect. We've been doing our second round of spraying, and it's been kind of an issue with the wind, and you get a rain day, and then you get going again, and you got to shut it down. It's just like,
what's the wind got to be for you? I mean, it's got to be under what?
15 mile an hour is usually kind of like, hey, we got to
Right on the borderline there.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously, if we can hear spray planes, you guys are probably out.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what have you been doing with yourself since you stepped away from racing?
Well, I never really stepped
Well,
away.
I know. Okay. Since you stepped away from driving.
I've just been working with these guys and having a blast.
Yeah. Now, your kid is 15 now.
Yeah, he's 15 years old.
That's just crazy to me because it seems like it was yesterday when I saw him and he was, about this tall. But so now he's driving and doing all that stuff too.
Yeah, got his officially. He's got his license now. It's got his own pickup, and he's been driving himself to hockey and stuff now. So
Isn't that nice?
Yeah,
when
it's
that gets to
great.
that point. Now, what grade is he going to be in?
he will be a sophomore.
Okay, does he go to Red River?
Red River, yeah.
Okay. Who's Henny? I spy a Henny in the studio.
Yeah, this is Henny right back there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Amanda Joe spotted. Yeah, he's hanging back there in the weeds. And were you kind of staying away from the track before you were approached by these people, or were you still there? Because everybody's different, but when you talk to these guys and when they step away, a lot of the times they step away,
Right.
Because they miss it too much. But you were a little different than that.
Yeah, I was kind of always around with in Mullen shop racing for them, and then when I quit, I was helping Brandon and Todd, and I was at the track with them when I met these guys, and they had enough help anyway, so we just kind of transferred over there, and we all parked beside each other, and it's one big happy family.
Yeah. What a great group of guys to be around with, too. I mean, ever since I've known you, it seems like, I'd drop by there on my way to Lithia to do my little radio thing or whatever, and it was always these guys in the shop. But we got some more news. We're going to talk about you too, Wade, coming up here. But right now I want to talk a little bit with Jason Olson, and we figure we got to bring you into this mess here, too. But you ran, a pure stock?
I ran a pure stock, yeah.
And was that back in the Warren days, or where did you run that?
No, it was mainly Greenbush.
Okay.
Yeah, ran Greenbush, and it was actually right before Wes was born. I decided I was going to race. And
Okay.
we were freshly married and didn't have any money, and
So buy a race car. What the hell?
buy a race car. My wife's like, "What are you
It's
doing?"
the logical thing to do.
Right.
Now, how does a guy from Baudette, Minnesota, way in the hell up there, end up in Warren and end up driving a race car and having a kid driving a sprint car? I mean, tell us your story.
Yeah, well, I guess long story short, I ended up I went to school for telecommunications, and ended up working for a company up in Carlstead, Minnesota, called Wickstrom Telephone Company. I was an internet cable tech for them, and the fiber thing started to get kind of insane, and so we were putting a lot of fiber in, and we were doing. What are you waving at back there? Is Henny
I think he was seeing if he could see himself. All of a sudden, I see him do one of these.
All right. What are you waving at him? So yeah, we ended up buying out Randy Trudell Contracting in Warren in 2014, and we moved to Warren, and been putting cable in the ground ever since.
Did you have experience then doing what you're doing now?
I did through Wickstrom's, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was, I guess, an engineer tech for them, so I've kind of been in the telecom industry my whole life. And,
Okay.
So yeah, now we're doing power and sewer, water, fiber.
And then you missed racing so much.
Well, I've
you couldn't
always-
wait to have kids.
Yeah.
And
Actually, my passion from racing started watching Corey Wimpheimer. Have you ever
oh,
heard of
absolutely, yeah.
So growing up in Baudette, nobody up there raced except for Corey Wimpheimer.
Yep.
Well, as a kid, he'd always work on. He was in high school then. He'd bring his car to the shop in Baudette, and I'd see it in the shop and drool over it, and we'd get to go to the races probably a couple times a year and watch Corey rip around that old Camaro we had, and then he ended up in a Lightning Sprint. Ended up being a world champion jet ski racer for Polaris.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I've just always looked up to him, and so that's kind of where my passion for racing started. And then I raced, and pretty much as soon as I was done, within a couple of years, Wes was in a go-kart, and then Henny was in a go-kart. And sisters, we got twin girls. They raced go-karts for a couple
wow.
years. And
How many kids you have?
we have 14. Feels like it some days. No, we have 4.
How big is your race shop?
No. Feels like it some days. No, we have 4. So
Okay.
2 boys and 2 girls.
All right. Now, there was talk a couple of years ago of getting the Warren racetrack going again, and it was sprint car guys that were talking about it.
Yep.
Did you know anything about those talks, or were you involved with that at all?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was involved. Me and Steve Omdahl and a few other guys were pushing pretty hard to try to, explore the option anyway to see if it was even a feasible option for us.
Because that was when NOSA was traveling a lot.
Yep.
And I know there was some of the lower funded teams that wanted to stick around here and be able to race some more, which I thought would have been a great idea, but just didn't pan out.
Yeah, it didn't pan out. The fair board wasn't 100% on board. I mean, there was a number of them that were for it. There was a few that weren't, and we just decided we weren't going to fight the ones that weren't for it to try to make it happen. So, and honestly, with the amount of tracks we have around the area, it would be nice if we could race 8 or more. I love that track. And close to home, be fun to
Absolutely.
get the cars down there more often.
And we are pretty lucky because what are we, about 2 hours away from 5 tracks?
Yeah,
Within
honestly.
2.5 hours away from at least 5 racetracks around here.
Yeah.
All right. How did you get your number? How did you pick number 27?
So my dad, he was number 77, and Ryan Johnson was 25, and we'd known him, and I just took the 2 out of the 25 and the 7 out of the 77 and called it good.
Wow, that's a good one. What number are you in hockey and football?
Football, I'm 64, and hockey, it's I don't have a number yet.
Okay,
I just started.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
And you play for the Prowlers.
Yep.
How about that? That's worth a round of applause right there. That's American hockey.
American, all American, born and bred.
Yeah, Section 8, baby. There you go.
Well, we know who the defending champion
oh.
of that we know who the defending champion of that.
Yeah, the defending state champion of that. Yeah, turn your mic towards your face a little bit more there. There we go. It's hard to get you in that. That's for sure. Warroad, man, they and East Side, did a great job this year. For the land of rocks and cows, we've got some pretty good high school hockey up in northern Minnesota too. So that was pretty cool. You knew it was going to come up. First win, a couple of weeks ago. How jacked were you for that thing?
I was.
You're pretty
excited.
emotional.
Yeah. Yeah, I got out of the car and I turned around and Dad was crying and I was like,
That's
oh,
all it
why'd
takes.
Why'd you have to start
My
crying? But yeah,
And then it just all goes. It's a shit show from there, right?
Yeah.
Now, how much sleep did you get that night?
I actually got quite a bit. I had to wake up and get to a football camp the next day.
Oh boy. And see,
Slept at my house and like go to bed.
Yeah.
and then the thing is it's not like if it would have been me winning my first race, I would have been but you can't do that. How old are you now?
I'm 17.
Wow, you got a long time to go. You've got a long time to go. Dad, how was it for you to get that first win?
Yeah, it was obviously emotional. I mean, we've been so close so many times, and it was it was pretty exciting.
How about you? How cool was that?
Well, the last, I don't know, what was it, like 10 laps? It was the most stressful
Oh, I know.
thing I've ever been through.
And then didn't they have a red flag for a gas stop too?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's like,
thanks.
come on, man.
Yeah, because I put the fuel in that night, and I was,
Yeah, it was like the
probably 2 gallons shy of what we should have been. I was like, it's going to be a quick feature.
Right.
And it was not a quick feature.
No,
that night.
it
There was
wasn't.
a lot of cautions, and I was sweating bullets, man.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, no.
I'm up there in the booth just going, nobody wants to win this race. It just kept going on and on and on, and it's like, what a red flag. What the heck?
Yeah, and well, then on top of that, they're trying to beat the storms too, because we keep hearing about Spiritwood and Enderlin and whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like, let's get this over with and get
Yeah.
out of here, So, but yeah, and it worked out good for everyone. But
How much of a help is it for you guys to have this guy in your camp?
Tons. I mean, we fought the lightning sprint for 3 years trying to figure it out, and I knew it was going to be that way with the sprint car. Obviously, it's a learning curve, and there's so much to learn, and 32 years of knowledge right there, and it's been a huge blessing to have him in our shop, and hanging out with us.
Now, with the Lightning Sprints, and you guys can both answer this, the Lightning Sprints then going into the NOSA Sprints, are there people parked next to you or around that you can go pick their brain? You can go, and will they help you? Because in my experience, most guys are more than happy to help you, give you some hints, or, tips or whatever, until you start beating them. Yeah. And then they're probably not going to be saying much to you anymore, except good job. But did you have trouble with that, or are people pretty helpful when you first started?
Yeah, when we first started, everyone was pretty helpful, which was nice. But yeah.
I found in the Lightning Sprints, guys, especially the Trzynskis, Alan and Alex were really good. Alex has always been a good mentor to Wes.
Mm-hmm.
And, they were, Dexter would never tell us what gear he was running. He's always running the fast gear.
Yeah.
But, no, they were good. It's a little, I feel like the competitive level's a little greater in the big sprint, and guys don't probably share their speed secrets a whole lot.
Terry says, congrats on the first win. For being a proud dad, having a kid race, there's nothing better than seeing that first one. Being originally from Warren and now living in Thief River Falls, good luck for more wins in the future. Of course, Terry Blackland's from Warren. Kim says, nice win. Too bad you can't get a better wrench.
Jeez, who was that?
Yeah, who's that? I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break here. We got so much more to talk about. But we'll be back. Dirty Thursday brought to you by River Cities Speedway. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything needs to be done right now. Well, when it comes time for an oil change, stop into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Most changes are done in about 15 minutes. Valvoline Instant Oil Change does more too. Tranny and coolant flushes, tire rotations, and batteries. And included in your oil change, they're going to top off your fluids. Check your tires, battery, lights, wipers, and cabin air filter too. And you get discounts for fleets and the military. They can text and email invoices and coupons and mention Grand Forks Best Source and get $10 off your oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. They're open Monday through Saturday with no appointment needed. Pickup and delivery is also available if you live in Grand Forks. And Valvoline Instant Oil Change is now hiring. If you'd like to join their team as an assistant manager, customer service rep, or lube tech, stop in to find out more. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. For a complete oil change and more, they're at 3325 South 38th Street, or call them 701-780-8462. And make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. All right, we are back at the Buffalo Wild Wings King of the Wings weekend coming up here on Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River City Speedway. Again, in the studio, the number 27, the NOSA Buffalo Wild Wings sprint car driver, Weston Olson. His dad, Jason's here. And, of course, we call him the NOSA Legend, Wade Nygaard. And people might go, Legend? Are you kidding me? Now, I want you to correct me if I'm wrong, because you will. I know that. And if I'm wrong, you'll know it. 10-time NOSA champ, this guy right here. 10 times. Over 250 wins. I don't have the exact number, but I do know it's over 250. He won 6 NOSA championships in a row. Back to back to back to back to back to back.
He's our Bill Baylog.
Exactly.
He didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a legend.
Yep.
I mean, absolutely a legend. Oh, did you see Gio left his ride?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what's going on there.
Gravel got DQ'd last night.
Yeah, boy. I should have watched it. Maybe I should have stayed home from fishing. But I've got it in my notes now, Wade. I'm wondering if because you have stepped in the car once in a while, the last couple of years since you've kind of retired. But I had it in my notes. You ever think about driving again, and do you miss it? Well, we'll get to the first part of that question, but did you miss not being in the car every week?
Kinda.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's awesome to be able to stare at a car that you're working on, and so that helps a lot.
Mm-hmm.
There's some nights when the track is just perfect, and I go, "Oh, that looks so fun."
Yeah.
But then there's nights where it's just like, oh, "I'm glad I'm not out there."
Yeah, I don't miss that at all.
So yeah, it helps working on one.
We got a question. Can there be Wade the Legend Nygaard merchandise? Wouldn't that be cool at Lori's Pit Stop Shirt Shop?
There you go. Talk to your mom.
Yeah.
Get some retro 9N
Yeah,
shirts.
there you go.
I'd wear one of those in a heartbeat, man. Okay, so now let's fast forward. You're racing tonight. Is that correct?
Yeah, the Mullins asked me to drive their car for the 4 nights.
Okay.
And of course I said, sure. He asked me if I would be interested, and I said, do you even need to ask that question? But yeah, I want to thank the Mullen family for letting me do that. That's great. And so we're going to park beside each other, and I'll work on their car, and when it's ready to go and jump in, I'll jump in the car and go.
Perfect.
Todd Slocum will do his thing, and
yeah, he's pretty good.
Hopefully we have a good night.
All right.
Now, you ran the heat race last year. We ended up getting rained out or whatever, and Brendan jumped back in when he cut his finger or whatever. But talking to Todd the next week or whatever, it was just like, we clicked so good. You were very confident about that heat race, so you were gonna go out and have a shot to win that feature. So probably helps going into this weekend knowing that you're, not only have you driven for that team before, but you've been around Todd forever. So
the car was super comfortable that day, and I was pretty bummed when the rain came because I thought we'd at least be in the running for a shot at it. But
no, do you still have anything like your own seats or anything like that, or did everything go?
No, I still have my seat and steering wheel and all my safety gear and all that kind of stuff. So.
Just in case.
Yeah,
and aren't you glad you hung on to
we
it?
keep it in their trailer just in case he gets sick or something.
Oh, there you go. So you see somebody at a garage sale. Somebody had a sprint car seat for sale over there. It's like you don't see that. That stuff doesn't just happen. So you're going to be back for these 4 races, maybe more. Who knows?
4 for now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boy, that is awesome.
So I'll butt in before we change subjects here or whatever. So with that heat race last year or whatever, he will now join Tom Eglin as having run in at least 1 race in each of our 32 seasons.
Wow.
So
that is crazy. You ever think of yourself as being that old?
No.
I mean, I don't.
I
mean, when you think of that, it's like when we talk about Tommy Corcoran, It's like he's been racing for that many years. It's like, God, the guy's got to be 90. And then you look at him and go, well, he looks younger than me. Mm-hmm. And to be racing that long, how old were you when you started?
19.
19.
Yeah, I was late compared to kids nowadays.
Oh, absolutely. And wow, that just blows me away. You could be doing this for a few more years, maybe.
I would love to, but
all right.
I'm having way more fun working with these guys.
Are you?
Yeah, I actually am.
Now, do you feel? See, for me, does he listen to you? Is what I'm saying. And is there a point where you go, okay, he's just a kid, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. His dad's right there. Do you feel like you got to draw the line when it comes to saying you need to do this, you need to do that, or isn't that the way you approach it when you talk to him?
I'm probably not the best driving coach out there. I just kind of like, watch him. If he feels good, he feels good.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need to make any stupid changes. We don't. He generally always says he feels comfortable and the car looks okay. And I'm letting him. He's just been steadily getting faster.
Oh, you can see it every week.
Faster, and it's not because of me. It's mostly because he's just getting knowing where to be on the track at what time and how to move around and not move around at certain times. And
so seat time is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
And then come in and is he getting to the point now where he can feel what his butt feels and what his body feels, and he can relay that to you?
Yeah, he's like, I remember last year I didn't tell him. I said, I'm gonna try something different here. And he you remember that?
Oh, that was
he comes in, he goes, the left front's broken. Like, all right, I'll put it back.
Didn't like that change.
No, he didn't like that.
All right. Let's take a quick look at these 2 pictures here that I just dug up. I didn't look a whole lot. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. Nice looking ride. And then one more. That's the big one right there. So who's all in that picture with you? Name them.
I got Wade, Dad, my mom, my sisters, Henny, Dallas, and Jerry.
Right on.
Yeah.
What did your mom think about it when she first heard you were going to start racing the sprint car?
I don't know. She really never did. She never did say anything to me about it.
What'd she say to Dad?
Yeah, she's always been very supportive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
She kind of comes from a racing background too. Her uncle is Greg Snare, and
Oh.
her cousin is Stefan.
Stefan, yeah.
So she's been around the racing.
No surprises.
Yeah, no surprise. So she kind of knew what she was getting into. And
Right.
when I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna build a race car," she's like, "All right, here we go."
Yeah, yeah. Now, never having built a sprint car before, was that a whole different deal for you, or you know, how did you first? Did you have him from day one?
No, we didn't actually. No, day one. No, we didn't have him till after our first test in tune. So,
Okay.
I mean, our first sprint car was pretty much a turnkey sprint car ready to go. So we didn't build it from scratch. So I think we could now.
Oh, yeah.
We've built a few of them since, but
Or built or rebuilt a few of them?
Built and rebuilt.
both. Yeah, yeah. We've collected quite a boneyard.
Yeah. What kind of chassis are you running?
Triple X chassis.
Okay, okay. And how many wrecks have you been in? How many wrecks have you been in that destroyed a car?
4.
Oh, wow. So you're getting up there already.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long did it take you to wreck 4 cars?
You'd have to ask Steven.
Probably, well, when you start with
Depends
the
on what year it was.
when you started with the 9 car, I think probably 6 races. I'm just kidding.
I think I remember my like the average was like killed 2 cars a year. Something.
Wow. Man, you know, that seems like a lot. It really does seem like a lot. We got here, Corey says, been a fan of Wade since the 6 end days when he got into the turn 4 wall in Fargo.
Holy.
And he flew halfway down the front stretch and still got the win. It's been a personal highlight of mine to get to call a bunch of wins, especially a bunch of his wins, especially when he popped the wheelie down the Red River Valley Speedway front stretch. I would have loved to have seen that. I always enjoyed calling your wins, too. I really did. Dan Wisco, announcer up in Greenbush. First time I seen the 9N at the track was in Greenbush when he wrecked in the heat. Came from the back to win the feature as they went 3 wide out of turn 4. Helped me a ton with ideas and concepts in the lightning sprints. Appreciated the effort back then, and your effort now is helping Weston a lot, too. Keep up the good work. Amanda Joe says, I must say the entire Olson family is amazing. Love hanging out with them at the track and away from the track. They're friendly, very helpful to others. Wade is okay. How cool is it to be able to... Now, would you do this to any family if they came and asked you to help? Because
No.
Let's face it, there are some people it's, you know, like night and day, black and white, and you don't agree on anything, and we've all seen it in this business. But how important was that to you to be able to get along with them?
It's huge. Yeah, I wouldn't be anywhere but with these guys or Mullins. I mean, I probably would go to the lake then.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have a lake place?
Not anymore. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is it weird that I remember all 3 of those that got texted in there?
Yeah.
Especially so Mike found a videotape here a week or a year or 2 ago, and it has that wreck on it, and it no hyperbole, looks like a plane wreck.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it was
Well,
Yeah, I'm sure.
Dean Brown
Yes.
got into me coming out of the corner.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I crash hard and I get out of the car and I'm all mad. I'm like, oh, I freaking lost that race. And I think it might have been that was going to be the 3rd win in a row or something like that, a 2nd win in a row, or I don't know. And got out of the car and my helper, he's like, you won. And I'm like, what? He goes,
Really?
Yeah, you flew across the checker flag.
Wow.
I'm like, all right.
That's got to be probably your most unique win.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah, and then Dale Arneson, he talked to my dad and he was like, "Man, you guys are on such a big roll." And I believe he told my dad, he was, "Whatever the bill is, send it to me." So we basically paid for a new car.
Wow.
And that week, I think he'd sent over like 10 drums of alcohol to the shop. He was racing modifieds at the time.
Sure.
So that was pretty neat. And then we built a brand new car and we went out and won the next week.
Wow. You know, to hear these stories, especially from the early days, we had Bobby Martin in here a couple of weeks ago talking about, you know, his earlier help and who helped him financially back in the day. And I mean, you know, you get pretty emotional about it because you think of what it was, what it could have been, and what it ended up being. And if it's not for just those couple of small people, you know, well, not small people, but the people that you don't hear about that really make the difference in racing for people, that is what I like. Kaylee, some of these young drivers are pretty lucky to have these experienced legends help them build their program. It helps when the kids actually listen and get involved. Pretty proud of Weston and his team for their first win. We put our trailer next to where the cars come off the track at River Cities. I usually stand in our side door and watch the features from our trailer. It's been a time or two when Weston has been ripping around turn 2 and slid off the backstretch, and holy crap, it's made my heart stop. Congrats again on Team 27. And hey, the same thing.
Congrats to Kenna, too.
Yeah, I was just going to say congrats to McKenna Rommel for winning her first feature. Was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was really, really good.
Rena Singh says hello. Kim Young says we did one a week with Wayne. I
And
think
he
meant
also said
wrecked
we-
one car a week.
Thought we lost him in Rapid City. They left the frame there. Yeah, that was another.
Okay, tell me about the Rapid City thing. What happened there?
All I remember is starting pretty far back in the field, and there was a opening against the wall, and I remember running all the way down it thinking, holy shit, we're passing the whole field here. Turn into number 1, and somebody got into somebody and launched over somebody's wheel and wrecked everything.
And it was lights out.
Yeah, that was a bad one, actually.
I think, if I remember right, I think you guys pretty much just brought the motor back. It was so bad. So,
Wow. We've got a question here. Quick off-topic poll from Craig Doogie Hauser. Who's prettier, Wade or Weston?
Oh, boy.
Let's have a vote.
Depends on what you're looking for, I guess.
Experience or youth?
Yeah, give him 20 years, and you still look great, man. Do you do anything to stay in shape? Do you go to the gym? Do you do anything like that?
Yeah, I go to the gym in the wintertime.
You do, huh?
Yeah.
And in the summer, you just work
don't
on.
don't have time in the summertime to keep up with it. But
Okay. Is it hard to find time in the winter too, with the kid traveling all the time, or not so bad?
no, I mean I do snow removal in the wintertime, so it's fairly easy to get there for a couple hours a day.
Nice. Kaylee says maybe there's an opportunity before the end of the season that the 15 and 27 can swap seats for a hot lap session.
Yes, let's do it.
Ooh,
I'd be down.
would ya? Wow, look at
That'd
that.
be cool. Those two raced. They came through karts together.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they know each other pretty well. So.
And she did nail it too. I like that, and I'm going to ask you about this too. Whenever you see, because they're on social media a lot with that team, Joe Breidenbach says no.
Come on, Joe. Boo.
I was about to say, when does Joe want to start learning how to put a sprint car together?
Come on,
Because,
Joe.
that's next.
Probably take less room in the garage though. No.
No.
No, I forgot what the hell. Oh,
Fun hater.
when we see, like from their team, the 15 team, she's in it knee deep all the time. And when you think most girls in high school, that's not what they do, but she's in it from, at least it seems to me, doing everything. Now, are you the same way, or do you rely on him more, or are you getting deep? Because I'm going to ask him the same thing about you. So are you learning? Are you hands-on? And I know there's a lot to learn, but are you working on doing that so you can do a lot of this on your own or not?
Yeah, I'm trying to do as much as I can and help him with whatever he needs, and trying to learn as much as I can and take it all in.
All right. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Works his ass off, actually.
Yeah.
Better. Better.
Yeah, well,
I know when I was 19, 20, 21, and my dad and his helpers were doing it, I wasn't at the shop. I should have been.
yeah.
I was out screwing off, so.
Yeah. And how much are you learning? Is it coming quick?
So most of the things have came quick, but there's a few things that still working on.
This year, 10, let's see here. This year, 13 features, 1 win, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s. You got a 4th at Brown County. You got a 5th at Huset's. Not bad for being young. And what is your future for the rest of the year? What's your schedule looking like for the rest of this year?
Well, most of all the NOSA stuff really, and we're running weekly at Huset's too, so that's pretty. That's been a learning curve.
You know, I've still never been to Huset's.
What?
No, I never have, and I keep getting invited to go, but I just never do. Now, are you making these trips on the weekends with them too?
Yep.
And what time do you leave that night and come back, or usually wait till the next morning, or what?
Usually leave the Sunday mornings if we're not already racing
Monday
down
morning.
there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This last trip down there, we raced in Jackson on Friday, and then had Saturday off, which was fun because we all went to the lake.
Yep.
And then we actually have a hotel room that we stay at on Sunday nights, get up early and come back.
Oh, okay.
So it's not,
okay.
not such a struggle.
If I can chime in, Husitz, if you commit to all, I think it's 13-point shows,
Yeah.
they'll give you a motel room, and they'll,
Oh.
and they'll
And
give
help
you,
with fuel, yeah.
and they'll
Well,
pay for
that's
your-
nice.
That's huge.
That is very huge.
So we got to sign a contract, but we go down there, race Sunday nights. They
Yeah.
give us a room. We stay in a room. We get up at 6 and we hit the road and
nice,
back
nice.
to work by 10,
Dan says, ask Wade about the trip to Greenbush in the Ford Expedition when they thought it was going to rain out the good old days.
Oh boy.
Do you remember that, Wade?
Yeah, I do. I don't know if I can talk about it.
We're not rated G.
They did. I know we got there, and I had about, my buddy passed away here, but one of my best friends, Ward, was with. And it rained while we were there, and they decided to have all the trucks and anybody with a truck get out there and start packing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think everybody had a couple beers, like right when it started raining, because it was
Thinking it was going to be
Yeah,
done.
this is done.
Yep.
Right. Sure enough, they rolled it in, packed it in, and we're like, "Oh my God, we're going racing!"
Uh-oh.
So yeah,
Oh,
So that expedition, it was green, right? But most of the time it was brown anyway. Off-roading and stuff anyway. So.
pretty much. Yeah,
Really didn't matter.
it was a white. It was a white one. But,
was it white?
Yeah, it was white, but it was probably black and brown.
Yeah.
Mud.
It was always covered in mud, so it was like you never knew what color it was. But
Amanda Joe says, another lake day. Any Wade backflips into the water?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a backflipper?
Yeah, I'm a back flipper.
Are you? Off the docks, boats, whatever?
Off the pontoon.
Yeah, off the pontoon?
Yeah.
Man, do you stick it every time?
Everything, every time.
Amanda,
9 and a half, 10, something like
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Amanda, can you send the video in, please?
Oh, boy.
We need that.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see that. What lake you guys go to?
Well, this was when we were at Brown
Yeah.
County down in South Dakota.
Oh, just,
We were in Watertown. We had the day off.
just
the first
picked the
one was
lake and
Watertown.
went.
We rented a pontoon, and
Oh, nice. Yeah,
we-
that's the way to do
thankfully we returned the pontoon.
it. Yeah, and then that way you can leave.
Almost
Nobody
sunk the
knows who you are.
sunk the pontoon a couple of times
Yeah,
actually.
well, that was Croker's fault.
What, the front end going
Yeah.
down? Oh, yeah, Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I actually kind of took a copy of that video and I put the Titanic music to it.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
I need to see that. I need to see that.
Now, what I want to know what your goals are for the future. I know we talked a little bit about it, what you're going to do after high school and everything, but if racing is in your future, what would you like to do? Would you like to keep doing what you're doing? Maybe move up into a different class, or maybe go outlaw racing, or what would you, in a perfect world for you, Weston, what would you like to do with your racing career?
Well, if I got the opportunity, I'd probably go outlaw racing. That would be really cool. But I'd like to stay in a sprint car. I'd like to try a modified or a late model or something else. But we'll see.
Okay. Now you talk about Husitz every week. Are they still doing? Are they still doing Knoxville every weekend too? Because I know Dobmeyer used to do the Friday here, Saturday Knoxville, Sunday Husitz. Is that still a thing?
Yeah.
So have you thought about doing that and making it a 3-day deal, or
Not us.
I mean,
Not us.
that's pretty crazy. You don't get any sleep at all for doing something like that, but not in the cards right now.
Not right now, no. We just really kind of like to focus on the small tracks, get them figured out, and then maybe, I don't know, it'd be fun to figure out the big tracks. But
What's the biggest track you've ran so far?
Knoxville.
Oh, it is. Okay. Is that quite a bit of a difference compared
yeah.
to here?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
is that a lot harder on equipment too?
Harder on
tough the
engines, yeah.
motor, yeah.
Hard on everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ran both nationals. You ran both nationals
Yeah.
last year, right?
360 and 410, yeah.
Yeah, that gets to be a long couple of weeks.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a blast, but
Yeah.
we're kind of in a motor predicament right now, so we're not going to do that this year, and maybe in the future we'll see what happens. But
Now, who isn't in a motor predicament right now? It seems like I hear that a lot. Are they just hard to get? Hard to get them,
Yeah, they are.
freshened up or whatever?
yeah, I mean, according to the builders, the blocks are virtually impossible to get. So they're having a hard time getting blocks and heads across wherever they're getting them from. So just a slow process, and obviously they're not cheap. So.
Well, what does that mean for the future of racing? I mean, is this going to be an issue forever? Because it seems like we've been hearing more and more about it for the last couple of years.
It's been going on for at least 5 years.
Yeah.
I think sooner or later get it figured out.
Now, where do the heads and the blocks and all that come from? I mean, who makes them? Who are they made in the United States even?
Yeah, All Pro heads, obviously made by All Pro, and
Brodex
I think
blocks.
Brodex blocks.
Yeah, I think it's just getting the material to build them. I think most like the motor we have right now is a Parker, and I think he can cut most of his heads, but I think it's just a matter of getting the actual aluminum.
Yeah.
And being able to do it. And I know the pistons are a big thing too. This last rebuild,
For the
we
rider.
had to send a rider off, and that thing he waited for 4 weeks to get pistons.
Wow.
for it.
That's just crazy. So do you have a backup motor now?
We just got it yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So the first night we rolled in River City, that was a fresh motor. We ran Minot, came here, and then we wrecked right on the front straightaway and got ran over and it flattened the oil pan, and so we sent that thing off, and yeah, they had to completely refreshen it. So
Now, normally, does that happen? You roll a car, you got to send your motor in. Why in that case did it happen?
well, they were so piled up. Gage ended up on top of Wes, and it completely smashed the oil pan into
Okay.
the crank and spun a couple bearings, and so we had to completely go through it, and literally we had a night on it.
And then so was it a typical freshen up like they would do top to bottom freshen up? And how long does that normally take?
It depends on if they can get materials.
Yeah.
Usually send it off in the winter, and they got all winter, and we kind of pushed Ryder, and he was really, really good to work with. He got pistons here as quick as he could, and it took. We just got it back, so what's that? 5-6 weeks. I
Wow.
suppose.
He was talking to one of the Thorbelsons. He builds cart motors for people once in a while. And I said, what's it cost, to have your cart motor rebuilt? And he said, well, not counting parts, usually $300-400. What's it cost to freshen up a sprint car, a 410 motor?
It was $14,000 was our bill at Ryder.
Okay, $14,000.
Yeah.
And how long with that motor how many shows is that supposed to be good for then before you would have to send it back in for another freshen up?
Well, we do laps.
About 1,000 laps.
Yeah.
1,000 laps.
Yeah.
So you
That's
could make it a good
roughly-
chunk of a season if
Yeah,
you're
roughly, what is
lucky.
that, 24 nights or so?
Wow. Wow. And what's a 410 cost if you were going to go buy one?
Brand new?
Well,
Are they up to the 90 grand yet?
I don't. Maybe I don't know.
76, I think it was. for a brand new.
76. Wow.
Brand new rider, right?
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Man.
That's wild.
And what sucks is like the Parker we got in right now we bought used, so we bought it, and it was in Iowa, and we're like, well, just bring it to the engine builder and freshen that thing up. He brought it into him, and we got a call from the engine builder, and he said the block's cracked in this thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so literally we have a brand new motor, and it was. I don't know. It was kind of a challenging time. Like we ended up hitting right next to the guy we bought it from in Knoxville. And,
Oh, boy.
And yeah, it was
Any
really,
words?
It was really hard for Papa to just bite his tongue and
I
not
bet.
go over and rip somebody's throat out.
Well, do you think they knew it was cracked?
I don't. It's hard to say. I don't.
I mean,
probably not.
Did you talk with him at
Oh,
all?
yeah.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so he gave you the old, I had no idea,
Yeah, I
whatever.
didn't- Yeah, I didn't know it was cracked. I would never do that, and and honestly, you probably wouldn't. I guess
Right.
I don't.
It just still sucks.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean,
sucks big time.
that's a big chunk of money.
Yeah. So
right there.
So it's like, do you go buy a used piece from somebody, or you just bite the bullet and buy a new? I don't know.
And do you find that when you're looking for sprint car stuff, a lot of it, the times it's not here. You got to go to a different state.
Yeah.
When you even look at, especially how guys got their start, when you look at the chassis they're running and things like that, they go, well, this used to belong to him or him or him, and they're all over the country.
Right.
But yet they end up making it up here to Grand Forks.
Yeah, our first chassis came from Alex Bowman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool.
It's like a NASCAR guy.
Yeah, it's still sitting in
Yep.
the shop. We got it
No,
on
it's
display.
it's sitting outside. It's gonna
Yeah.
be the new simulator rig.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Now, do you do most of your engine? Do you have a shop at your house, or
Yeah.
how does that go? So
Yeah.
then you're going back and forth to Warren.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice air conditioned shop.
Yeah. We turned the AC up in here this morning. It was on for 3 days. I figured we better remember to shut it off this time. So now, how many cars are you sitting on right now?
I think we have 3.
Okay. Do you always carry a backup with you in the trailer, in the hauler?
Yep.
So if you do munch one up, you wad one up, you can get back out there and get going again. All right. Okay. Somebody here, we've got a video that has just popped up from the archives. Let's see what this is.
Archives.
Oh, here it is. Come on.
Seriously?
Oh, this. That's when we were sinking the pontoon.
Wow.
Near, far, wherever you are.
Who was driving though? That wasn't you.
That was Jacob Grandstrand. That's
okay, yeah.
Croker's crew guy.
Okay.
And I was yelling at him, back her up, everybody in the back. And Jake's like, Croker didn't even move. He just sat there. We'll be fine. Yeah, you're
All
not
in a
buying,
rental,
you're
too.
not buying this thing if she goes down.
So who all helps with your race program besides we know these two guys?
Oh, there was a lot of people that helped. We got, my mom, they help just support, my grandparents, the support, and we got Up North Plumbing and Heating, Argyle Builder Supply, J. Swanson Insurance Agency, Auto Glass Solution, Olson Underground, CW6 Cattle Ranch, Johnson Family Farms, Southline Farms. They have been with us since go-karts, actually, so it's cool to keep them on board. And we got Bennett Construction, C&M Ford, Savannah River Synthetics, Ames Oil Dealer, and Fisher Motorsports.
Wow. I bought my first pickup at C&M Ford. How about that?
Great people.
Yeah, they are. You mentioned that you were parked next to somebody in the pits who you bought a bad block from or a bad motor from. Is there anybody, you don't have to name names if you don't want to, is there anybody that you do not like to pit next to or park next to? Are there people that you walk, when you're driving in and you go, God dang it, that's the only spot open and I got to park there. I don't want to park there. Is there anybody like that rubs you guys wrong that you won't park next to if you absolutely cannot?
No, I don't think so, no. I mean, not really.
We got a little pause from Pop there.
No.
If Pokerback's watching, we'll just say Pokerback. Just to get under his skin.
He's always like,
He's
you
funny.
don't want to park next to me.
I was like, we're all thinking it. Just say the name Jack Croker. It's okay.
Jack Croker is who I look for. That guy.
He's a hoot. He is a hoot.
Yeah.
When you were first starting, did you have the issue where, I feel bad for guys when they first get into a race car, and they're new to it. You do your best to try to stay out of people's way. You do your best to try not to dictate how somebody else is going to finish, if you know what I mean. But if you have the issue, because you're moving up fast, like Wade said, I mean, I can see it every week that I see you race here. You're moving up. I mean, you're getting faster and better all the time. But did you ever have the problem where people would say, look, kid, get the hell out of my way? Or did that come up with maybe some advice like, hey, when you're going into 3 or 4 or whatever? Or are they pretty much just leave you alone?
Oh, they leave me alone. I've never really gotten told to get out of the way.
You didn't cause anybody else to wreck yet?
No, no. But yeah, I mean, I've had some tips and tricks coming in from just other drivers. Jade Hastings, he's helped me a little bit. He's given me some tips on some restarts, but yeah.
Jade is tearing it up this year, too. Corey Weston is a good young talent. It's awesome to have been able to watch you ascend through the ranks throughout your career. It'll be awesome getting to watch you all weekend, especially. Al says, good day, guys. Not only am I excited for you, but I'm keyed up to watch you run here tomorrow night. In fact, if I didn't have stuff going on, I'd think really hard about going to Ada. But butterflies ever come back to you?
No, not really.
Just another day in the office.
I'm a little nervous that maybe I still don't know how to go left, but
Yeah, I'm guessing you do. Now,
we'll figure it out.
The big thing for me would be, how bad is that fire suit going to look on me now? Because it would probably look like Under Armour for me if I had this much time off. But you're you're not worried about nothing, are you?
Nah, we'll be all right.
His actually looks baggy on him. He's lost.
Well,
weight.
that's the first thing I said when you walked in. I said, "Did you lose weight?" And you're like, "No, I'm gaining. If anything."
I've actually gained 10 pounds since this winter, but
No
that
kidding.
happens almost every year. When
Oh yeah, yeah.
All muscle up.
yeah.
All winter weight. Yeah, that winter weight. Anything we have left out of here, Stephen Lewis?
No, I don't think so.
I,
Nothing I can think of.
are you guys all ready for this 4-day swing?
We're ready. We're loaded up. Gonna head out.
Okay, you're loaded up. And what time you guys think you'll take off? And do you have a ritual that you go through on race day?
No,
Not really. Just make sure the cooler's full and make sure we got ice in it.
Yeah. Because, hockey players are superstitious. I had my superstitions when I played hockey. I got dressed the same exact way every time. In fact, I had some stuff in my duffel bag that had no right being in a duffel bag anymore because it was really, really bad. But, my teammates didn't seem to mind too much, or at least they didn't say. But any superstitions with your sports? Okay, so you just let her buck. Doesn't matter. Okay, how about you, Wade? Any rituals you go through?
Not really, no.
Okay, on a race night?
I put my shoes on first, left second.
Well, do you have do any guys have like a pre-race meal? Is there a go-to you got to have at whatever racetrack you're at?
I'm never hungry before a race, so
Okay.
I'll eat during, but not before.
All right.
It's weird.
Amanda Joe says, Wade, I can come give you a race day rundown and chat. It will mainly consist of don't suck.
Don't suck.
And I'm going to say this because you are one of my all-time favorite guys. You really are, especially when it comes to sprint car driving. But it was so funny. My wife, that one year, you were having a string of second-place finishes. My wife told him the one day, we were just sitting there, and she goes, you should change your number to 2. And he's like, huh? Well, you always finish second. And I thought, that was kind of a kick in the balls.
Yeah,
but, you know what? Finishing second every night is a lot better than finishing anywhere else, I guess, except for the win.
Second
But
hurts.
yeah, it does. It does when you're used to winning, 250 frickin' races. I mean,
Well, on purpose, I remember that last one when that drought buster at Fargo or whatever is like, all right, when we do this interview, don't say talk a bit about it or something. So I went, here with Wade Nygaard, blah, 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 talk a little bit about it. Had to do it.
Jason Berg says, replying to Jill Breidenbach, Jill, she can try a 305. See what kind of an answer we get from there. All right, so we got Buffalo Wild Wings, King of the Wings. They are, we're at Norman County tonight. River City's tomorrow. Yep. Fargo on Saturday.
Yep.
And then going to wrap up the 4-day show, Buffalo River.
Yep.
Boy, that's and all sprint cars. Mm-hmm. I mean, I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait for tomorrow. Of course, fingers crossed, we don't get any weather.
We're not going to mention it, but yep.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing great things this season, Weston. Good luck and keep the momentum rolling, Dan Wisco. You guys, I want to thank you. I know you probably made the trip from Warren, and I know you just blew off work to come with me and hang out here, and the same with Steven and everybody in this studio. I'm the one that sits here all day. You guys are the one that come and makes the show what it really is today. Good luck to you. I think that what you're doing with these guys is incredible. Good luck to you. I will actually get to see you guys tomorrow in the pits, and it'll be fun to run into you in the pits. Hopefully you guys get there early enough so I can see you. But keep it on all for you guys. And again, thank you so much. Oh, you want to name some sponsors for your car tonight?
Bosch Enterprise.
Okay.
I think they have Knife River on there.
Okay.
Auto Finance Super Center.
I keep forgetting it's not your regular ride here.
Tire One, I think they have on there.
Okay.
That's all I can think of right now.
Canna Corners,
This guy.
Mark and Sherry Ellingson.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's most of them.
And what number will you be running?
11M, I'm sure.
Okay. Kaylee says Joe's no eventually turns into yes. I'll work on him. It's funny how women can do that to a guy. Say there was I had a joke in here, but now I can't find it. Oh, well. Probably best that I leave that one out anyway. All right, I want to thank all you guys for coming in here today. Of course, Stephen Lewis, our co-host, Dale, the producer, Jason Olson, Weston Olson, Wade Nygaard. I tell you what, I love NOSA. I think it's got a very good future, and it's just getting bigger and better all the time. 4 days coming up. Buffalo Wild Wings, King of the Wings. They kick off tonight, Norman County Raceway in Ada. They'll be back here at River City Speedway tomorrow, and that is all sprint cars. That's what I like. It's going to be a great show. I'm not saying I don't like all the rest of the classes, but I mean, when you think about it logistically wise and time wise, I think the show is going to go faster because they're all sprint cars. You don't have that big difference between a dry slick and a tacky and all, you know what I mean. You guys all get that. But again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Dirty Thursday, it's for sure my favorite day of the week. Shane Romling says, bring extra parts. Bring extra parts. All right, again, thank you to everybody for coming in here on the show today. And I want to thank you to Rumors Sports Bar and Casino right here in the Grand Cities Mall. In fact, if I look to the left, there it is. Rumors is right there. In fact, today, go get a sandwich and a side for just $7. They've got those great lunch and dinner specials with the $7 express lunch. Go check it out while you're there. You can play some bingo. Maybe you want to bet on the horses. Maybe you just want to try to make some money. Have some good lunch. Check it out. They're open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino. You got more TVs in there than you could ever imagine, all right? Do we have Brew Brothers tonight? All right, Brew Brothers tonight at 9 o'clock. Everybody have a great day. We'll catch you in the morning or at the racetrack in Ada or River City Speedway tomorrow night. Remember to like, share, tag, and follow us. Thank you all for texting and calling in. Hit that notification bell on your smartphone. It rings every time we go on the air. You never miss a show like this. You know, we love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source is giving the Forks their identity back.